All right, so today I'm going to be talking about most of the NBA teams going into the playoffs and who I think could make it to the NBA Finals and potentially win it all, and those of which that I think could not. So to start off inside of the bubble of teams I think could make it and win it all, I have the Lakers, Celtics, 76ers, Suns, and finally the Bucks. And I'll start with the Bucks. There's two words why they could make it and win it all. Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's it, folks. 31 points, 11.8 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. That is a generational talent like we have never seen before. And what I like about the Milwaukee Bucks is they've been in this spot before. They won the finals 2 years ago. Let's not forget that. They've won the last 7 of 10 games. They have a lot of momentum coming into the playoffs, and that matters. So I like the Bucks' chances. Now we move to the Phoenix Suns. Whoa, Noah. The Suns have 0 rings. They always choke in the playoffs. I get it. But guess what? They've got Kevin Durant on their team. He's one of the best players in the NBA if you didn't know that. And if they are healthy, I could see them easily cruising to the Western Conference Finals because I think the West is extremely weak. And I could definitely see them making it to the NBA Finals and potentially winning it all as well. Now we move to the 76ers. Joel Embiid deserves MVP. 33 points, 10 rebounds a game. That's outrageous. Also, what I like about the 76ers, they're tied for 3rd in overall defense. Defense wins championships. Also, along with that, best three-point shooting team in the NBA, and they've got weapons. Joel Embiid, James Harden, Tobias Harris, Tyrese Maxey. That's an extremely shifty guard. He's not easy to defend either. I like this team a lot, and they match up well against other squads outside of, I think, the Bucks, because nobody can stop Joel Embiid. He's too big. So I like the 76ers. Now we move to the Boston Celtics. I get it. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, they're both dealing with injuries, but there's no doubt in my mind that they will be healthy come playoff time. They're not just going to bail on their team. Also with the Celtics, they're 2nd in offensive rating, 3rd in defensive rating, 3rd in points per game, and 6th in opposing points per game. Also, they're the 6th best three-point shooting team. Like I said, three-point shooting matters. When you go into these hard away environments in the playoffs, you got to know how to shoot the ball and shoot them out of the gym. It is extremely important in the game of basketball. And Tatum is an electric player. He's extremely fun to watch as well. Now we move to the Lakers. And I know this may sound outlandish, but guess what? LeBron James and Anthony Davis, for the most part, are healthy now. And LeBron is averaging 29 points, 8.5 rebounds, and 7 steals at 38 years old. He's the greatest player of all time. You want to know what Michael Jordan was doing at 38 years old? Probably mowing the grass and smoking a cigar. That's about it. So I like the Lakers' chances because they're both back, and they won the whole series in 2020 when they were healthy. And finally, they got rid of Russell Westbrook, which was a cancer to that team, and they brought in D'Lo, who's hopefully able to come back within the playoffs. Now we move to the bad teams. We go to the Denver Nuggets. I get it. They're the 1 seed. But historically, they're terrible. It's the same story with the Denver Nuggets. Jokic has an MVP-like season. Nuggets lock up the top seed. They choke, folks. When was the last time you saw the Nuggets make the NBA Finals? Oh, that's right, they never have. So the fact of the matter is we've seen this story before with Denver. I'm not going to trust them going into the playoffs. Now we move to the Grizzlies. And I could say a million things about the Grizzlies, but I'm going to restrain myself for now. But their ego's way too big, right? I mean, teams are out for their heads. They're not going to let them make it to the Western Conference Finals or the NBA Finals for that matter. Ja Morant has his own issues. Dylan Brooks, he acts like he's a Hall of Fame player when he's accomplished next to nothing. I don't like the Grizzlies' chances. Now we move to the Sacramento Kings. It's a fantastic story, but that's about it. Their stars have very little championship experience. The last time they made the playoffs was 2006, and they're missing just one more star. I've always thought that about the Sacramento Kings. They just need one more star to go to that team to make them a legitimate contender in my eyes. The problem is no one wants to go to Sacramento and play for that squad. Lastly, we move to the Warriors, who I think are coming off a hangover from their championship season last year. Look, the huge issue, the elephant in the room with this team is they're terrible on the road. You want to know what their record is? 9-30. That is one of the worst in the league. It is terrible. They're going to be a 5 or 6 seed, so they might have to play that extra game as an away game. They're not going to be playing it in the Bay like they're so comfortable with in the last couple years when they've won championships. So I don't like the Warriors' chances. So if I had to pick a team, or the 2 teams to come out of all of this, I would say the Celtics and the Suns, or the Celtics and the Lakers. I know it sounds crazy to say the Lakers, but if LeBron and AD stay healthy, look out for them.